Radiant team ban.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another day of some awesome American Dota. It's the qualifier time here for Summit 7. We're only a couple of days into the action, and we got to find out which team is going to qualify and fly on out here to
10
beautiful
seconds
Los
remaining.
Angeles, California, isolated away from the media, away from the press, away from the fans, and just come
Away
chill,
from the stress.
away from the stress. Just, hanging out with your bros, powering up some Dota, and just having a
10
grand old
seconds
time and
remaining.
allowing the audience from home to be able to
Radiant
see
team ban.
the players from another side. It's actually a super awesome experience, and I'm excited to see what kind of potentially new faces we're going to be seeing this summit. It's going to be an awesome time, guys. I'm Dakota, and as you were hearing my little Croatian friend, we got Lacoste back in action. Lacoste, you just finished a pub. Firstly, how'd your pub go?
Fuck yeah, I'll just tell you the score. It was 7k HP Pudge. They stole my Rampage twice because he was blocking my hook, so...
Oh, you were the Pudge?
Yes, I'm the
team
master
pick.
Pudgeman.
Oh,
Let me just check the score. 28-11. Not so bad.
28-11. All right. It sounds like things are going pretty well there. Pudge? Good
Yeah, I
stuff.
just had to try out new set that I got from a friend.
Nice. I played a little
10
bit last
seconds
night. I got a
remaining.
win and I got a loss, so I'll take it for what it's worth. Just more of me,
5
playing
seconds
ward
remaining.
bitch. I'm pretty good at that. I know all the good spots. So here we got
Reserve
Lacoste
time.
Complexity versus Midas Club Elite. Another North America versus South America kind of a matchup. And for Midas Club Elite, their home turf, they have preference rather for a South American server. So in this series, we're going to be starting on US East. Game number 2 is going to go over to Brazil server, I imagine, and then we're going to coin flip,
Radiant team
I
pick.
believe, for game 3. So how much you weigh on paying could matter a little bit here. Everybody, they're conspiracy theorists. There's the people who believe it's
Complexity's
all
turn
or
to pick.
nothing. Whatever it may be. Hopefully we're going to have a hype series. These teams are not regarded as the best on the block right now, Lacoste, but, maybe we'll see some quality entertainment, and maybe we'll see some new potential shine. I don't know if you've noticed yet, but we have Demon
10
currently
seconds remaining.
hanging with the coL boys. He's currently stepping in at the moment for what
5
appears to be
seconds
Vlad,
remaining.
who was on the squad.
Yeah, I saw Jimmy hopping in. I was actually
Reserve
surprised
time.
because I saw him tweeting today, like, what's he gonna do next? I guess he got some attention from his old pals. So we'll see what Jimmy is doing here. Vlad, that's the guy I don't know anything about, besides that I've met him in pub a few times, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got in contact with him or whatever.
I also don't know. I did not know too much about Vlad coming into this matchup. I was trying to study a bit about it. Probably was a bit of a pub star. Got recognized. Got brought in. Connections. Probably with other Complexity members. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see him play. But maybe more of a blessing for
Radiant
Complexity and
team
Complexity
back.
fans is that they get Demon now. As most of us are probably aware, maybe a few of you have been living under a rock. Demon was currently taken off of the what is the new Digital Chaos roster, formerly known as
Complexity's
Team
turn to
Onyx,
ban.
and now he was stuck. He literally had the emoji, whatever, the hands in the air, like, what am I gonna do? And like you said, probably Complexity, like, hey, why don't you come and play with us, and maybe we can get to a grand
10
final and
seconds
come up
remaining.
short for the 5th time straight. Did you know Complexity have come up short in a grand final for
5
Summit probably
seconds
4
remaining.
times straight? For 4 straight Summit qualifiers, they've made it to grand finals and just missed out by
Reserve
like 1
time.
game. I'm serious. It's definitely like 3 or 4 straight.
Well, maybe you should consider inviting them just as a
Yeah, right.
backup option. Just like come here.
Radiant team ban.
It's a prize for you. If you go 5 times in the finals, you actually get invited.
I mean, at some point, who knows, right? I hope one day, because the Complexity team, Swindle, his brother
10
Zach,
seconds
these guys
remaining.
are super entertaining. We already know how personable they could be. They would offer a lot on the
Complexity's
couch. They
turn
would
to
offer a
ban.
lot of quality entertainment. And, who knows? Maybe they'll be able to pull out their own mini Cinderella story here. I definitely like the roster they're sporting now. There's a lot of raw talent there. We'll just have to see how far they're going to be able to go with it. Enough is enough.
10
Let's
seconds
finally pay
remaining.
some attention to the draft before us, Lacoste. We have Complexity, who
5
won the
seconds
coin flip.
remaining.
They got first pick. And they use it on a Crystal Maiden, following it up shortly with a Legion Commander. Midas
Radiant
Club
team
Elite go
pick.
with a Ricky and get their secondary support right away in a Warlock.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden pretty much standard opening these days. That hero is Just a Beast, has been buffed for so long.
10 seconds
Talents work magical with her, and Arcane Aura, especially for
seconds
Legion
remaining.
Commander, which is a hero that doesn't need to go heal at all when he has that Crystal Maiden
Reserve
Aura.
time.
Can spam Overwhelming Gods, especially against hero like Warlock. Even if it's a melee hero carry, then Legion Commander is, just becomes a true beast on a lane.
And if you ever, like, you're a support kind of player and you find yourself in a higher MMR kind of a game, you know, just pick Crystal Maiden. You know, if you're in the game, at least you're doing something, right? You got the aura out there. You're doing your part. Plant some wards and just kind of be there. We saw a lot of the importance of Frostbite, though, I believe, in yesterday's matches. I saw multiple Frostbites going off in singular team fights, and the impact she's able to make with her freezing field can be absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not surprised to see her as a Platinum tier support at the moment. Back the way to MCE, we got Puck as a second phase pickup. We don't see a whole lot of second phase Puck picks here. And it's not like they're already committed in for a lifestealer or anything. They don't have a Monkey King. The Puck feels very interesting in its own pick right now, I gotta say.
Well, then it's something to hold together. I mean, Puck combined with Warlock, Fatal Bonds, Dream Coil, use it on 2-3 people. It's really deadly. They have enough silence with Cloud and Vanning Rift against Ember Spirit and Crystal Maiden. That's a lot of control. Even with Venge Spirit being picked up, swap, stun, they have enough control for this Ember, even though Legion Commander has that press the attack always to save people.
Lots of ways to purge and be able to bail someone out. Now they're building more synergy, though, on the side of Midas Club Elite with this Puck to get the Vengeful Spirit. This is now a Vengeful Spirit core, which is saying Midas Club Elite are looking to ramp up the pacing here. Dropping rocks, taking a team fight, following it up with taking a tier 1, maybe a tier 2 follow-up, and just kind of go, and hit your power peak and not hoping to push this game past 30 minutes. You know, Midas Club know they have a little bit of a ping disadvantage in game 1, and it looks like what they're going to do is just use more raw aggression tactics, if you will, in this first game. But I like the way Complexity go. They immediately pick up the Bristleback. And that's someone who can kind of hold the ground and really just cause a ruckus in long-winded skirmishes that a lot of these, you know, 5-man teams want to go for.
Yeah, but well, look at it this way: Bristleback against Ricky Maru. I remember the old times, like 10 years ago, when we were playing Bristleback. It was a pretty common pick, and people were picking Ricky against it because of the backstab. He always hits more damage from the back, and it hurts Bristleback more. So
that's true.
I mean, you can think about it both ways. Bristleback kind of counters Ricky because he deals less damage to him, but Ricky also deals more damage than the other heroes when Bristleback turns his back.
I remember way back even further than that, 12 years or so, when Ricky had a death ward. Not even. Old Ricky. Didn't even have any of that fancy backslash and stuff. Okay, there it is. A complexity special in itself. The Z Freak Wisp is going to be coming out. Complexity have always had this Bristleback Wisp duo in their like Rolodex of hero picks. It's like a swindle special, I gotta say. And I really like it here, but it does not take much time for Midas Club Elite to round out their draft. They're gonna finish it off now with what looks like the Shadow Fiend for Sooths in the mid lane.
Yeah, so it will be a Puck on offlane. Puck offlane combined with Ricky Maru. They will try to get something happen on that lane, probably, but it's gonna be really hard against that Crystal Maiden and what it's gonna be, a Bristleback. Yeah.
And Moo Bristleback, of course, Zach on his Wisp. Firo, I gotta admit, a player I have not had the opportunity to cast or watch a lot of games. I know this guy is serious pub star, and he's played on various tier 2, tier 3 kind of teams. I believe he used to go by Bakemono, used to be on Perky Pepperonis, And apparently he's a part of like a cool Dota family. He's got like a younger brother who has high MMR, and even a sister who's got about 6K. I believe her name's Effie, but a full Dota family for Firo.
It's in their genes.
It's in their genes, man. And you know, here he is on probably a team name that has like its highest potential. I don't think even Perky Pepperonis really matches up with the name Complexity. So I would say that the Firo stock is on the rise, and the Complexity platform is there for him if he wants to launch from it and really make a name for himself. He could do it. He could do it.
Yeah. Well, that's the guy who played for Bears with Fata in the team.
Yeah.
And Yapsor.
Yeah, exactly. He could be like that next Yapsor. He could be like that next name, man. We'll see if he can do it.
Maybe he'll be not next Yapsor, but something like mid next Abed or.
Well, good stuff. Let's get into it, folks. This is the very first
Prepare
game
for battle.
of our Day of American Dota. We have 2 best-of-3s for you, and both of them are group stage matchups here in the GSL format, which is kind of a double elimination bracket in itself. This is what you would consider the lower bracket matchup of Group A. Loser of this is out. Winner of this is going to be moving on to face SG Esports. For one last chance to be able to make it into the playoffs. Already in this group, we have Team NP in the playoffs, ready to go.
Yeah, I love how Puck, he asks Venge, what should I buy? Then Venge says, just look at my inventory, and that's it. So Puck just decides to copy it, and it's all Gucci.
I like how they changed it up, though. You got to put the tiara in a different spot. You don't want to be total mirror brothers here. Bardo, we have early movement by him. The Ricky looking to be a bit invasive here and taking away the bounty rune. But Z-Freak does have a sentry ward in his pocket. I don't know. It's one of those awkward situations. Do you think if he snags the bounty, you don't want to go for it?
Well, you don't want to commit sentry ward for that.
Okay.
If there was one more hero, Crystal Maiden, with a bite, then
The
they
battle
can get a
begins.
kill, but this way they don't want to do it.
And he gets it. Bardo takes it. Midas will take 3 of the bounty runes at the start of this game. Moo will be the only one grab it for Complexity up here in the top lane, where he is currently going to be venturing by himself, but it does look like Demon is going to be up there to join him. That's right, Demon on Complexity is going to be going up there, hanging out, being his babysitter. Firo in the mid lane on the Ember Spirit. Along the bottom, we got Swindle back in the off lane position once again. Him and his brother Z-Freak going to be playing the Wisp. We're going to have a good time here. For Midas Club Elite, a team which obviously I'm going to be a little less familiar with, but there is some familiar names I've seen beat ass from these years of American Dota play. We have Sooths here in the mid lane, already going toe-to-toe with Firo. Firo not backing down one bit. Happy to dish out as much damage as possible. Along the bottom lane, we have a full try setup right now, as Ned, familiar face, is going to be playing the Warlock. Bardo by his side on the Ricky. We got fucking A. I mean, that's a name, right, Lacoste?
Yeah, fucking A.
Fucking A on the Vengeful Spirit here in the bottom lane. And finally, Lasau? I don't know. I'm going to gringo this one up so bad.
I checked their names. It's Pedro, Rodrigo,
Okay.
Danilo, Lucas, and something I can't pronounce.
Oh, you got that off Liquidpedia?
Yes.
Oh no, mid lane, it's gonna be Zeus who gets the first blood, even dishes out the taunt there at the end. Was not expecting that. Maybe Firo again getting a bit over aggressive, and then simply Zeus turns around and punches him for it. Was not expecting that.
Firo with that poor man's shield, he thought he can tank it. I didn't check if Shadowfiend had Fairy Fire. Is that how he juked him, or... Well, Firo kind of too aggressive, I must say.
Yeah, maybe,
He was diving tier 1 tower.
Ooh, top lane Demon squaring up with the Puck right now, and he's going to lose this one, but the Puck will go down regardless, so maybe worth, maybe not. I'm sure the Puck is going to be happy to get something out of that awkward laning situation.
Yeah, it seems like this game is gonna be with a lot of kills. Last time we casted the Midas Club Elite, we had a similar situation, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they definitely like to play and have their own ideas of the game. It's very different from a lot of the other teams I've seen here. Bardo using a haste rune here to head his way all the way down south at the moment, maybe looking to perplex Swindle Melons as much as possible. They don't know if Zach on that Wisp is nearby or not, so they'll bully him back as much as they can.
This Wisp, they have Crystal Maiden, which needs kind of a jungle a little bit, so
Yeah.
she can support and needs some items to start with. So Wisp had to buy some items, and with those dual laning, he can get a fast bottle. I love to see Wisp with faster bottle. To be
Yeah.
honest. It's gonna be pretty late.
These are both kind of greedy-ish supports. They're not very good at being proactive in the early game without a couple of those levels. Sometimes you'll see those stylish Wisp plays where they go diving in with balls and they can somehow make plays happen, but this is going to be one of those games where we're going to be seeing a quiet start from Complexity, with the exception of Firo being a bit ballsy there.
Yeah, also we remember the time when our man Jimmy got hit by those balls.
Yep. Oh,
in
bottom
the
lane.
face.
Magic Missile going to be out in Swindle. Looks like just a little bit more trades, but Zfric does step in with those Spirit Balls and is going to get off a little bit of minor damage, and also see that Bardo is still hanging around. Just more flirting. Firo taking more heavy damage here as the Shadow Fiend is kind of taking over a bit. Lacoste now highest in CS 22 and 5. Firo at 10 and 3, and they have the
Dire's middle tower
ping
is
advantage
under
too.
attack.
So this is a bit surprising, or is it not surprising? Shadow Fiend kind of being able to overtake the Ember Spirit at this point.
Well, he shouldn't dominate by this big advantage at the 4-minute mark. I mean, he get the solo kill off, used the shrine, got the early boot, so he can't get close to
Here we
him.
go, though. Demon steps in to help out and gets a good Frostbite setup. But here comes Suze dishing out the waves, and he's going to be able to get the takedown of the Ember first. Bardo also could help secure another one, but the Frostbite's there from Demon, and we'll be able to slow down the Riki. If that Riki got that Wisp, that would have been all the better for Midas, but it will end up being a minor trade.
Really nice play by Shadowfiend though. Used the farthest range for the raise, then the middle one. Too bad he didn't have enough mana to cast the closest one, because he would kill Wisp as well when they cut the Maiden's HP in half, so...
Back to bottom lane now, it looks like here for Complexity. They're going to bring their full attention with the assistance of Demon now. And Ned shows himself quickly, and suddenly he's going to get hit with a Frostbite. Zfric steps over, and Ned's forced to go for a TP, but he's not going to be getting it. Swindle will step in to help out. Last hit's going to be going to Demon, so this rotation already pays off well for him. And it looks like they're just going to keep asserting a bit of dominance in this bottom lane, because Moo seems to be doing A-okay in the top lane with just him and the puck.
Yes, that is the last guy that joined the team. They swapped one player. Who is it? Swindles. He has Orb of Venom. He wants to be as aggressive as possible on that lane on bottom. With Arcane Aura and Wisp, he can
Dire's
dive
middle tower is under
quite
attack.
much, especially against Vengeful Spirit. She went for kind of a defensive build, Magic Wand first, then bought the Raindrops and Belt of Giant Strength. Same goes for Shadowfiend.
Bardo snags up the Arcane Rune right in front of Zfric, but not without taking a lot of shots right there. But happy to take it away nonetheless. Down and below, does look like we're having a little bit of a tussle here. Trade of some spells, a lot of flirting here. Swindle continuing to try to assert himself, but now we're having rotations coming in. Ned and Bardo coming in from behind, pulling the supports back while they can focus onto Swindles, but here comes the puck. Drops down the coil. They're going to get the first finish onto Swindles. Now they look for Demon, who's just sitting there knowing he can't move and run away from the coil and let it snap, so they'll have to take that one on the chin. Good power play comes out from Midas Gaming.
Yeah, totally agree. Puck with the good play, he got level 6, got a TP, just help out the lanes. Meanwhile, Shadowfiend just continues to dominate that mid lane. Ember Spirit forced to move to top lane to actually get some farm. He's sitting only on 16 CS against 43 on Shadowfiend. I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. He died once, but Shadowfiend just can use a double raise, remove his shield, and he can't stand on the lane.
Ooh, hard commitment top, as Firo is going to be able to torch up Bardo. Hitting the chains, and the double remnant is all it takes. And coL will quickly strike back a play of their own here.
And Firo is back into the game with this move.
For sure. Nice little stack build up for coL. Over on this side for Moo as well.
Radiant's
Him and
top
Z-Freak
tower
seem to be
is
sharing a
under
bit. Even
attack.
Demon nearby, building up some extra gold. And they're all going to party in some serious income, it looks like. That is delicious.
Yeah, look at that Bristolborg. Just turning his back around.
Oh, sweet money. What is he building up here? Looks like straight to the power treads. He's got the Vanguard, Crimson Guard seems to be pretty cookie cutter for your Bristleback. Anything after that you'd like to see come up? Something exciting maybe? Or this Bristleback, is he going to go more fighter kind of build? What do you think?
Crimson Guard might be a good idea later on. I mean, he can either go for Basher, just
Dire's top
use
tower
that
is under attack.
Vanguard, leave it alone for quite some time, and then just decide what he needs. But he needs
Oh,
some
duel comes out from Swindle. What Moo needs to do is move in there and beat some ass, and he does already. Gets fucking A down, and now they're looking for the follow-up of Ned, trying to go for the TP, but it's not going to be happening. Double kill secured for Moo.
Yeah, it's a 160 damage Bristolborg, so I love to call him Bristolborg for some reason. I don't know why.
Bristle Borg.
Yeah.
Bristle Cyborg.
Yep. Well, with that set, he actually looks like a cyborg.
That's fair. I'll give you that one. I'm curious who, and if someone knows it, they're welcome to tweet at me who it is. Sooths? I hope I'm saying his name right. He is taunting and swagging all over the place. Reminds me a bit of, you know, a certain Kotaro Hayama kind of, but, you know, Sooth's not a name I am personally familiar with. But right now, he's top in net worth and second in CS here. He's finally stepped away from the mid lane, and after there's been a lot of attention drawn to this bottom lane, he's looking to get in the action.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They
attack.
want to make a move on
Radiant
Firo,
structures
but
are fortified.
they don't have enough damage. That's only one level of Vanning Rift, and not enough to control that Ember Spirit.
Swindle really wants to get this little jungle stack right here, but he'll get zoned away. Does take a Fate's Edict. Doesn't have a shrine to go to, so he'll just hustle away to the safety of his team before anyone can bother pursuing, which it looked like Midas Club Elite were considering.
This will
Bardo's
do
trying to scout it out a bit, obviously nervous if there's going to be a bit of detection on the high ground. So he plays it safe and pulls off.
Bristleback with chainmail. Huh. I wonder what's he gonna buy. Some armor is good. He can build it into Solar Crest. Works good with Nasal Goo, and against Shadow Fiend with his Aura and Venge Wave of Terror.
Yeah.
It's really good. These are
Hard
hard right
commitment.
clickers.
Mid lane, Sooth gets off the Requiem, but it's not going to do nearly enough work to fend off both Moo and Z-Freak. They step off and quickly take their business right back inside the base to heal on
Radiant's
up.
top tower is
I don't
under
know
They're
if,
gonna come back.
Yeah, are they going to try to do something about it, though? MCE, Bardo's there, drops down the early smoke screen, but with Firo and Demon
Radiant's
coming into
bottom
play,
tower is under
they
attack.
cannot match up. So Bardo tries to step out, but he's been spotted, hit it with the spirits. He'll take him out. Firo
Radiant's
recovers
bottom
quite a bit,
tower
now on
has
a killing
fallen.
spree already for his Ember Spirit.
Yeah, he died twice now. He's on killing spree and has almost 2k gold. Can
Radiant's
get
middle tower is under attack.
what it seems to be a veil, but since he has 2k gold, he's probably gonna go for BOTs instead first. Yes, that is correct. I'm correct again.
Well played. But this is looking like a pretty free tier 1. Shadowfiend
Radiant's
trying
middle
to
tower
move
is
forward a
under
bit,
attack.
but this Warlock, you know,
Dire's top
unfortunately
tower
still
is
level
under
5.
attack.
I don't know if the tome was
Radiant
already spent. Maybe the
structures
Ricky
are
wanted to
fortified.
take it, but you know they don't
Radiant's
have the
middle
chaotic
tower
offering
is under
available to
attack.
take that
Radiant's
juicy
middle
team
tower
fight I'm
has
sure they were
fallen.
hoping for. So they'll have to
Dire's
hold
top
off for a
tower
bit, watch
is
the
under
tower go
attack.
down, and just get back to their own grind to farm. But coil's up right now. They go to the shrine. It looks like they may be looking to take a fight here. Swindle's on the retreat. That's where the coil's going to get committed. He runs and quickly snaps it. And there's the swap back, and that is going to be the nail in the coffin. See you later, Swindle.
See you later, Swindles. Warlock still misses
Radiant's
quite
top
some
tower
XP
is
to
under
get to
attack.
level 6. Can I ping it out? Yes, I can. 200 XP. He needs to get it on mid, so they can actually try to force a tower, which is half HP on mid.
And MCE, I always want
Dire's
to call him
middle tower
MSE.
is under attack.
MCE,
Radiant's
though,
top tower
they
has
are
fallen.
A little short in the stun department outside of just Venge's magic missile. Outside of that, you're waiting for like coil if you want to lock down
Radiant's
this
top
Ember.
tower
I feel like
is
it's a
under
bit
attack.
tricky. Can't always count on a smoke screen. So the more elusive he's going to become, I feel like it could get a bit difficult here for the Radiant. But already now some attention inside the Rosh, it looks like. Moo steps into the pit and begins to go to work. And by the way, that Midas Club Elite are posturing up. I'm not sure if they want to contest it. Bardo's in the neighborhood. He might scout it out.
Yeah, Crest is finished with Goo. Look at the armor on Roche, minus 11 already. It's gonna go down really fast. They can't do anything about it. They don't even know.
I'm curious, what do you think? Bristleback, that level 15 talent, it's +4 max Goo stacks or the health. Do you take the Goo stacks or the health talent?
Probably a health. I mean, you can't stack that much. Stack limit is 4. You're not gonna stack 8 times on anyone in a
true.
fight.
I mean, if you're going late game Ags, and
Ags, yeah,
going ham.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were gonna say that.
It's just not likely in most games, so it seems like the likely idea with also the pacing you're typically playing games when you have a Bristleback. It's just get the health, be your tank, and just kind of move forward. But here Bardo finds himself in a bit of trouble once again. They have the sentry on the ground, and between the support duo of Zach and Demon, they're going to be able to take it. Fresh support duo at that. Oh, over on the other side, Firo scores one himself as he's going to get the finish, taking out the puck.
Even the swap was committed, but he
Radiant's
got him
top
with
tower is under
searing
attack.
chains. There was enough damage to
Dire's
actually do
bottom
it.
tower
No
is
coil
under
was
surprised.
dropped there.
I'm surprised the Midas Club don't have any Midases finished on their team. Oh, there's a relocate on bottom plus
Yeah.
duel.
Dire's bottom
Mid
tower
lane as
is
well.
under
It's going to be
attack.
Demon going down right at the same moment. So the
Radiant's
duel is
top
successful
tower is
there,
under attack.
taking out a quick snipe and a more precious pick off there on the Vengeful Spirit, but they will lose their Demon Crystal Maiden in the mid lane. Did Demon die?
No.
Wait, what?
No, they killed
Radiant's
Venge
top
and
tower is under attack.
Shadowfiend on the
Oh,
right
Shadowfiend
side.
was the one in the mid lane. Okay, Bardo jump back in. There goes the rock. Finally going to get dropped here from Midas Club, but is it too late for him? Firo quickly jumps back the other side to avoid the extra bit of damage. And it looks like he may be able to barely scoot himself out. This time Demon will
Radiant
actually go down.
structures are fortified.
Sorry, I totally missaw that action right there as I tried to catch both kills right at the
Radiant's
same
top
moment.
tower is under
All the
attack.
meanwhile, it's going to be
Radiant's
Moo and
top
Swindle,
tower
or
has
Moo and
fallen.
Z-Freak, taking down that tier 2.
You jinxed Demon. You said, did
I
Jimmy
did.
die? Then he died like 5 seconds after that.
I did. It's my bad. As I was leaving, I
Dire's
saw him
middle
like
tower
his
is
life
under
was
attack.
deteriorating away. I'm like, ah, he's probably dead. Sure enough, he lives the second I turn the camera away. Here, the puck back on the warpath here finds
Dire's middle
himself
tower
quickly
has been
crossed with Moo nearby as he's chasing her down. And now Swindle will be able to meet her with the free duel. Ooh, casual overextension by Puck in the mid lane. I guess trying to hunt down maybe a weakling support. Not expecting Moo to swing in with Swindle. And that'll be free duel damage.
This kind of a build on Bristleback reminds me of he reminds me of a Lycan where he is right now. That's what Lycan does. Like goes for Solar Crest, goes for Echo Saber, and then just right clicks people. People die in 3 or
Radiant's
4
middle
hits. Any
tower
hero
is
pretty
under
much.
attack. Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower
the
Tanks
nice
up,
thing
goes
for
in.
Bristleback is that
Dire's
he's more
structures are
welcoming of those
fortified.
like kind of team engagements, I guess. And Midas Club have a lineup where they want to be able to do that. Relocate to the top lane here is just actually Z-Freak heading up there, and I'm getting overexcited.
Dire's bottom
But
tower
back in mid
is
lane,
under attack.
it's Puck again in trouble, and a Puck again in a duel, and more damage going to be
Radiant's
rewarded.
middle
This
tower
one
is
getting a
under
little
attack.
out of control now, as Complexity has secured now a 9K net worth advantage.
It seems like
Radiant's middle
Complexity.
tower has fallen.
Complexity is the team we casted their games during Kiev qualifiers.
Yeah.
And they seemed so strong. Then they swapped the players, though. I didn't see them since then. But Swindle is kind of a captain that doesn't want to rush anything. They don't want to risk anything. So I don't expect this game to end that quickly, actually.
Oh no, Suits had teleported into the shrine right under the nose of Complexity. Now, he was able to Shadow Blade away, then obviously Complexity got with the dust, but no pursuit will be there. Shadow Blade will avoid the trouble, but this is still Complexity controlling what feels like 3/4 of the map easily.
Yeah, you can say that. Ember Spirit finished his Veil combined with level 4 Crystal Nova. And that's a lot of magical damage. Overwhelming Gods. Legion Commander wants to go for what seems to be Armlet. Doesn't even need to go for a BKB. That's how strong they seem to be at the moment.
A prize.
Midas seem to be congregating a bit here towards their jungle side, but that doesn't stop Moo and company from also coming in for another invasion, holding their dominating position across this map. Bardo needs to be a little bit careful on his Ricky here, though he is able to kind of stay invis. Demon and company always seem to have dust and detection
Radiant's
available. I
bottom
say that,
tower
and
is
actually,
under
as I
attack.
click on them, they both don't have any detection, so. There is a sentry ward just ahead of them. As long
Dire's
as Bardo
top
kind of
tower
avoids
is
that path,
under
they should be
attack.
fine. Mid lane
Radiant's
suits,
bottom tower
right in the
is
face of
under
Firo,
attack.
who's also going to jump out.
Radiant's
But Tier
bottom
2 will be
tower
secured
has
for
fallen.
coL, and that is going to be the
Dire's
final
top
outer tower of
is
this
under
game.
attack.
While we see Midas Club here not really taking anything. They've only taken one Tier 1 so far, unfortunately for them. And this is a vengeful core lineup.
Yeah, they didn't manage to get the faster level on Warlock, level 6. There was no rocks committed so far, if I'm not mistaken. It's minute 19.
Just
so
one,
they couldn't
really.
Just one. They couldn't
Yeah.
find any openings. And what they need to do is try to get a pick-off with that Shadow Blade on Shadowfiend plus Ricky. That's two Invis heroes. They can try to kill Ember Spirit or whoever they try to find, but that's how they want to play it.
Moo back in action here in the bottom lane. Oh, Puck just blinked and orbed into the wave, but coL seem to care about that. They're looking about making sure that Midas Club can't create too much breathing room for themselves, while the rest of the Midas Club company are here at the top lane. They're like, we need to get some money. Let's finish off this Tier 1 tower top lane. They'll take it pretty easily.
Dire's
Demon is
top
there,
tower
hiding
has
within the
fallen.
trees. Swindle's also here. But no opportunity to strike here for coL, it looks like. It's just going to be a one tower and out job for Midas.
Well, Midas needs to be careful. If they see two heroes, it could be 4 heroes in a few seconds because of the relocate, so they were just happy with taking that Tier 1 tower, the second one. So back to farming. Puck just finished his Midas. Okay, that's why they're called Midas Club Elite, I guess. They
There we
need
go.
to have one.
At least one namesake here. Uh-oh. Puck jumps back the other direction. Is she in trouble? There's the blink. And she goes back the other side. A relocate also comes in here. Z-Freak and Moo. They'll probably take the time to casually check in the Roche pit, but it is not time yet. Not quite yet.
Oh, Shadowfiend found a relocate.
Oh, mid lane. Jump right onto that Puck. Puck was able to dodge all of that trouble and then just casually walks into the mid lane and gets spotted and taken out. All that work for nothing. Now out for 40 seconds. Will not be here for this high ground defense. And this could quickly become the beginning of the end here for
Radiant
Midas Club
structures
in
are
game number 1.
fortified.
Yeah, with the Bristleback having 4 stacks minimum all the time, just casting the Quill Spray, can use it infinite because of the Arcane Aura, that's why they picked it. He has 200 damage all the time. Plus Echo Saber, that's 2 hits. Tower goes down pretty fast. But, as I mentioned, Swindles doesn't want to risk anything. They'll just take more map control, just lock them in their own base so they can't get any levels, any farm, and just continue to dominate their forest and other lanes. They have a global presence in terms of Ember Spirit, who has BOTs, Remnants, plus Relocate, and it's hard to fight that.
Midas wanted to go for an adventure, feeling that maybe Complexity had stepped out, but they get caught up in arms here between a couple of trades, but a rock will be committed. Only he's going to take down Demon. As
Radiant's
long as
top tower
Complexity
is
just
under
walk
attack.
away from trouble and wait out this rock, they can
This
move
will
forward
do
with the rest of the objectives of this game.
Well, Rock committed, they got 1 kill, but that's it. Now
Radiant's top
what?
tower is
They
under
need
attack.
to be really careful right now. If Complexity wants to push, they can do it right now.
All right, free kill for Swindle. Jumps in after spotting out the Puck. They get a good ward on the high ground, which spots it all out. Something that Midas Club will probably be privy to now, but that ward already pays for itself as more dual damage will be awarded to Swindle.
We were talking about level 15 talent on Bristleback. It's plus HP, of course. It's the safest way to play. I mean, look at his HP, 2.5k HP with all those items. Plus, you have IO behind you and press the attack, so you're pretty much unkillable. They don't have any burst damage besides Shadow Fiend ult.
Yeah, and I don't think you're going to deteriorate that much armor here with Venge and whatever extra minus armor mitigation you could be able to bring together. coL's still in the warpath here. Ned is just, I'm trying to get a ward down. Doesn't matter, sir. You have no rock, so you have no business being around for a fight, I guess, anyways. So he goes out on his own journey. Will get spanked for it. Bardo heading out the other direction. Just real frantic here for Midas Club to try to avoid trouble, but Puck again caught out, and Puck again to be fed.
Yeah, Puck seems to be out of position. A lot of times he gave 4 duels to Legion Commander. Pretty much these were the solo kills. Now Legion Commander finished his BKB. So I don't know. Complexity. Is it time to go, or you want to wait next Roche? Knowing Complexity, they will wait for the next Roche though.
Feeling like an ass beating from outer space right now for coL, as they are just taking it to Midas. Midas need to look for any sort of misplay here, probably from coL with that. Bardo's trying his best to scout things out, so Midas could try to read the situations, but it is not coming easy here. Not at all. Swindle has a fresh BKB with full 10 seconds good to go. Now Roche is up. I think coL just want to get an Aegis here to make it things as safe as possible for themselves as they can move in and secure it. While back and below, Firo on his own little expedition here is going to get him and Zach and company to get in and get a kill. Ned's going to be going down first, and now they're going to look for fucking A. See you later.
Ned seems to be the space creator for the team.
Space created for Complexity.
Yeah,
to
throwing
finish
a lot of
Roche.
attention to himself.
Well, call in. They're going to get their Aegis. And now they're going to get their W. We'll see if Midas Club can have any say as far as their high ground defense goes. Maybe linking together a coil with a Venge swap, with the rock drop, a smoke screen, and a Requiem. One could pray. I don't think there's enough people praying, though, because their towers are down.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Pray harder, boys. Shadow Fiend will revive with half of the souls, so
Puck
gonna be
fakes on the rock, trying to see if he can force out any
Radiant's
preemptive
middle
spells.
has fallen.
There, he'll finally commit it. It actually was during a slide from Firo, so he'll avoid the stun. And, yep, I think the rock is over, and now it's going to be coL moving back in. They're going to quickly drop down 2 and get back to work on the racks. Here comes the puck. And there goes the puck. It's just kind of going to be Firo zoning him back a bit. And we got to start thinking about here, Lacoste, what maybe Midas Club Elite are going to consider changing things up. Aside from changing the server, what they're going to change in game number 2.
Well, they need to change how they move across the map, get the better vision game. Oh, Firo, can they do it? Good game is called.
All right. Well, this one was pretty damn convincing, finishing the game out with near a 25k net worth advantage. Is going to be Complexity on this one. Their first game with Demon subbing in on that Crystal Maiden will be a victory here. A good warm-up, I guess, for them. But, all right, that's game 1. An ass beating.
Yeah, this game could have ended like 10 minutes ago as well if Complexity wanted to risk it, but all right. there was no. It seemed like there was no plan for Midas Club Elite this game. Like, what are the objectives? What do you want to do? It seems like they were like disoriented. What's the goals in this game?
Yeah, it's hard to say. It really felt like Midas Club were really out of touch with the game and kind of with each other. You were mentioning a bit about the puck really being out of position. There was really lots of free damage awarded there, and you could take it a bit back to the laning stage, but I specifically remember a certain Shadow Fiend really beating ass in the laning phase for quite a while there, so it's really hard to pinpoint what exactly went wrong, but I don't know. Lots of variable things, lots of little things, I guess. We'll see how things change up, though, as we get ourselves into game number 2, guys. We'll cut to a small break, and then it's time for Complexity versus Midas Club Elite for